Hi, it's Fionna Gossling from Royal LePage with a quick update as to what happened in the Oakville real estate market in December 2023. So it is definitely a funny market right now. It is slow. In November, October, September, we had a ton of inventory on the market and not a ton of sales, which tipped things into a seller's market. Buyers are kind of reticent, sitting on the sidelines, waiting to see what's happening with rates, what's happening with inflation. And I think the news cycle has shifted now, and we're starting to see a little bit of optimism coming out of predictions of what's going to happen with both inflation and interest rates in 2024. And what I'm starting to see is showing activity pick up on listings. So while it was quite low through December, I am starting to see showings happen again on listings that I have. Leases are a little bit different, and I'm not quite sure what's happening there, but certainly on sales, showings are starting to pick up. So in December, we had 136 sales across all property types all month. That is not great. It's comparable to what we had in October and November, and it's not far off. May was our strongest month, which is unusual, but there you have it. What was interesting, or what did happen, was we went down to 371 units available for sale. So sellers are taking their homes off the market if they don't need to sell, if they were just testing the market, if for whatever reason they've decided to wait. So perhaps we're going to start to see a busier spring when those sellers put their homes back on the market and when buyers are jumping back into the market. I think that there is opportunity right now for buyers who have been waiting on the sidelines to purchase, because I anticipate that we'll have a little bit of a slow spring and then things are going to pick up again. When we look at, so our months of inventory is way down. We're down to 2.7 months of inventory. And assuming buyers are actually buying, that is a seller's market. Our average sale price increased month over month. Now, when there's only 136 sales, you only have to have a couple of big ones to make that average increase. And our median did decrease to 1.250. And our days on market went right up to 40 days on market. As you can see, this graph, we're tracking our average and median sale price since 2019. So you can see our average sale price and really our median sale price, not so good. Average sale price is very comparable to, it's not at the very, very peak, but it's still pretty strong. If you wanted to look at that graph in more detail, it's on my website under neighborhood updates. As you can see, if we're looking year over year, our number of sales were up 46% over December 2022. Our number of listings are up slightly. Months of inventory is down. And that's just a function of number of sales versus number of active listings. Our average sale price is up by 12% year over year, comparing December 2022 to December 2023, and our days on market is up. So it is a slower sale process. And if you want to break down and see how that plays out in detached townhouses and condos, you can see here that we only had 69 detached sales, and the average sale price of a detached home in Oakville is 2.228. Townhouse sales, we had 45 of them. So that's also going to play into that median sale price when the type of property is at a lower price point, obviously. There's only 0.8 months of inventory for townhouses, and the average sale price is 1.140. And condos, there's still 5.3 months of inventory there. And the average sale price is $719,000. If you want to have a look at these, please feel free to visit my website and look at that in more detail. But I do break down and track what the average and median sale price was for the last 3 years, month by month. So you can see, actually, so it's okay. It's all things considered. There's a lot of doom and gloom in the headlines, and it is a very different selling market today than it was, um, in 2020 through 2022. Having said that, it's not all bad. Prices seem to be holding and doing quite well. So you can have a look at the breakdown of Oakville townhouses, freeholds, and condominiums and condo townhouses there. And then, of course, the neighborhood information is quite important in terms of if you're thinking about buying or selling. And if you were thinking about buying and selling and want a more concise analysis of what's happening in your particular pocket of Oakville, do not hesitate to reach out. Happy to answer any questions you might have. If you want to forward this to anybody who's thinking about buying or selling, or they would like an analysis of what's going on, please feel free to share. I am very happy to help. Talk to you soon.